Hey guys, Luke here, and welcome back to Season 3, Episode 19 on my Rugby League Live 3 West Tigers Career Mode. And this is a rematch from last season's preliminary final, in which we ended up defeating the Penrith Panthers. And I got to say, the Panthers, they're always a tough side in this game. Right from the get-go, they're really, really good. They're always right up and about to being one of the top sides. And yet again, they find themselves in the top four. And they've made their way into a Grand Final qualifier. So we've definitely got to we've got to look out for their centres. I mean, their halves look quite weak, if I'm being honest with you. And it's not something that I'm surprised by. We knew that from earlier on when we played them in the year. But they must be okay, because I know the Santo guys rated okay. He's on the bench, so ratings-wise, they're probably alright, the halves. But you can see, not the best start. We sort of did glitch out a little bit with the kickoff, but they do have a 2-on-1 there. Tedesco does fantastic work there, and Alex Glenn ends up making the tackle, so that's a 5th tackle. But that's not where the clip's going to end. You see, they're going to put in a little grubber, and it is going to be a little bit of a cluster just there. And I think it was Moylan hitting it with the ball, but there was a knock-on somewhere in the midst of that play, and we ended up surviving. But that was a nice little bit of play there. Curtis Sirenen ended up on the receiving end of a pass by Aaron Woods, but we do end up hitting the edges straight away. And Nofaluma, round one player, was probably manslaughter just there, but he was thrown over the sideline. Now this is great play from Campbell Gillard, I think it was. Yes, it's Regan Campbell Gillard, the big prop, who I'm assuming is really, really good in this game at the moment. He starts off pretty well. He's probably up in this 87, 88, 89 region even, and he just palmed his way straight past Tedesco, as well as initially getting past a whole bunch of players as well. So great start for the Panthers, not so much for us, but we are looking to hit back straight away. You see Big Jamal came across there, but Nofaluma just had the footwork to get past him. Now Big Jamal, he's very good in this game, and he's actually pretty agile for a big bloke, but in the end, he's up against a little nippy guy like Nofaluma, and Nofaluma just absolutely burns him there, as well as the other inside player. So Idris was left for dead, and it is all even there, 6-all. Curtis Sirenen kicked the guy from in front, as he should, and we're looking to hit the edges. The first time didn't work out very well. Second time it worked out perfectly, and the third time Nofaluma is stopped, but it did work out pretty well. It's just a shame we couldn't end up come up with something a little bit better there. But you can see Seguiaro, someone had a pretty good run there, but Moylan jumped into dummy half, and this is going to be a nice little run there by the Panthers. I think it's Seguiaro who was involved in that play before. He is brought down by Tedesco, and that's the sort of play that we want. Tedesco, we could have went for the normal sort of tackle, but I am willing to take the legs tackle if it means it's going to save a try. But yet again, just going for the edge. The right edge seems to be the danger edge for us. The Guama is usually someone we go to all the time, but right here I think we blew a spot. I don't even know if I meant to throw a pass there. I'm not sure what's to go, because that was really a blown opportunity, and it makes things worse as the Panthers are going to race away, and they're going to score. You can see there's going to be nobody getting close. Chris Lawrence maybe is the closest getting to him, but Peachy just had too much in the tank, and he ends up getting there very, very easily. So it was so disappointing. We had a great run, nearly scored ourselves. I mean, you say nearly scored, and we're fair way out, but if you've seen us play many times, you'll notice we definitely were close to scoring there. And to to rub salt in the wound there, you can see they're going to score again. It's actually turned terrible. It's turned absolutely terrible. The goal was that we're going to try and win the season, and if we win the season, I'll move on to another club. But so far, it's looking like we're in huge danger of being eliminated before we even get to the final. Last season was disappointing. This might be even more disappointing if we don't even make the grand final to even lose that one. But at 86, all hope is not lost. All it is 2 tries, 2 converted tries, that is, and we do get off to a great start in terms of trying to get back in the game. Kevin Aguama, he ends up scoring. Very, very easy stuff there from Kevin Aguama. Now, we've been attacking the right edge for whatever reason, and I think it's about time we start attacking that other edge. Idris is a great defender, that sort of stuff, so he's probably not the one we should go at. Lewis Brown probably is more suitable. You can see here, Tedesco is tackled by Idris, but he does make a few more meters, and Idris just lying all over him, resulting in a penalty there, and it gives us some great field position. And Aaron Woods doing a bit of ball playing there, and we get it to Kevin Aguama out in the wing there, and this is just rinse and repeat here. Just get it to Aguama, repeat, and you got to try. So that's his second try of the game there, and we're back in it. We're back in it, guys. It's a 2-point ball game. Now it is a level ball game there, 18-all, and it's pretty crazy to think that not too long ago we were looking at going into the break 18-6 down, maybe even more if we hadn't turned it around. But we're looking for another try. Can we go into the halftime break with the lead? Yes, we can. Look at Nofaluma. He is racing away. David Nofaluma will score again, and that will be 22-18 with a kick to come. Nofaluma scores his second try of the game. Naguama had got us back into the game, but Nofaluma, he had not been forgotten as well, considering he did score the first try as well as this fourth try. So that's both the wingers scoring 2 tries apiece there, and it's been a brilliant game so far. Panthers have been playing really well, and it's taken a little while for us to get in our groove, but I think we finally got there. And 24-18, definitely playing pretty well so far. But the Panthers will have one final attack right in halftime. I'm not sure who it is on the ball there, but we do bring him down. Curtis Sierran makes the tackle, or makes the last tackle anyways. And at halftime it is going to be 24-18. You see, completions aren't the greatest from both sides. I mean, 7 and 10, 6 and 8, not too bad, but we've had the more possession, which is quite nice. And they end up giving the ball away here, and that is a brilliant little offload. Now we go super close to going over the sideline. Thankfully, Nofaluma manages to stay in, and Chris Lawrence going to go close. He palms off 2 players before being tackled right under the post, but he does win a penalty. Now we've been taking shots at goal lately, and we are going to change things here, and we're going to take a shot at goal, extending the lead from 6-8 there. So it just gives us that little bit extra breathing room, a little bit more space to work with. And speaking of space, Luke Brooks is in tons of it, and Matt Moylan is running them down. And actually, Matt Moylan is the one who makes a tackle. We went too far across field, but we did make a few more extra meters by going wide. And you can see that Aaron Woods is put into a bit of space there by, I think it was Sam Thaiday. And Jake Granville, realising there was no halves around, decided to put in a brilliant little kick there, and was so unlucky to not keep him in the in goal there. Curtis Sierran came up with a big tackle. You can see it does sort of go into fast forward right here. It's going very, very quick, and you see they made less than 10 metres, including their kick being charged down, and Tim Simona went super close to scoring, and Sam Thaiday, the man retiring at the end of the year, pretty much secures the game right there. It is 30-18 currently, kick to come, and Sam Thaiday just on the inside there. It was great work there from, I think it was Jake Granville, to just jump out of dummy half and go crossfield a little bit, waiting for the inside runner, and that was Sam Thaiday. Now Panthers were completely out of it. I mean, we came back from a big scoreline, but ours was only 12. They're now like 20 points. No, not 20 points. I don't know what it is. Can't even think. Now they're 10 points behind with the kick to come, as that was a stupid error from us. Now, I talked about this briefly last episode. We're trying to play finals football, and that includes, we're scoring a lot of points right now, but that includes not coming up with stupid errors, and that's something we've failed to do this game. A lot of the tries from the Panthers have come from errors from ourselves rather than the Penrith Panthers being really, really good. But we do have a lead to conserve here and just try and play smart, and that's definitely not it. Luke Brooks going for a bit of a grubber there. I'm not sure what he was thinking with that, but it is 32-24, and Keith Galloway comes up with a huge play. You look at the timing of it, there was less than 10 minutes to go. There maybe was a potential scoring opportunity right there, and he does save it, as well as a penalty there. I think it might have been to Luke Brooks possibly, in him winning the penalty, and off the back of that penalty we see Keith Galloway going for a try. Can he get the ball down? Yes, he can. Big Keithy, big red Keith Galloway, he gets the ball down, and that is a perfect time to score a try. He doesn't score too often, but what a time to score that. And that will wrap up the game. We will be progressing to the grand final. All we're going to do is run down the clock a little bit, and that's what we'll be trying to do, but it won't be without Panthers scoring a consolation try here. You can see they reduced the deficit to 10 points, but obviously it's only like 10 seconds to go in the game or something. So you see Moylan kicking the goal. Nothing else will happen in the game, you would think, and that will be the end of the game there. You can see us celebrating, as if we sort of won a grand final, but hopefully that will be not quite the next episode, but the episode after that. And the players were very, very happy, very jubilant to be going on to another grand final. Hopefully this time we can get the win. But 38-30, it was a very competitive match, more too competitive for my liking, I'd say. But in the other game, in the other grand final qualification game, 30-20, the Bulldogs are the team we're going to be taking on in the final. So I'm a Bulldog supporter in real life. This is going to be bittersweet. And also we got Moses and By the 5'8" for that side coming to us next year potentially. Well, when I say our side, I might not be at the Tigers next year, but he will be at the Tigers next year. So yeah, it's a great little battle there in the grand final, and that won't be next episode. Next episode will be a bit of a hype video, but after that will be the grand final. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you come back for the grand final, and make sure you leave a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke MYT, Facebook page in the description below, and I'll see you for the next video, the hype video, and then the grand final after that. See you guys.